So, the Fed currently owns roughly 10% of all outstanding bonds in the US, a sizable $4 trillion in treasuries, and an additional $2 trillion in agencies. In the past, when an agency bond matured, the Fed took the principal repayment and bought a new agency bond with it, keeping its holdings of agencies stable. Going forward, it'll use the principal repayment from the agency bond, the money it receives when the agency bond matures, to buy treasuries instead, and specifically T-bills. In other words, all agency bonds on the Fed's balance sheet will gradually mature and not be replaced with agency bonds. Instead, those agency bonds will be replaced with T-bills. This in itself is not that surprising and is not a vote of no confidence in agencies in our mind. The Fed has always said that it wants to own primarily treasuries on its balance sheet as the safest and most liquid instruments in the world. The massive buildup of agency bonds only began when the Fed started buying mortgage-backed securities from the likes of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac during the Great Financial Crisis, and then again during COVID to support the housing market. So the shift back to treasuries may even be a sign of normalization. That said, the question that our member Ann asked is a valid one. When the Fed starts shifting its $2 trillion of agencies into T-bills and piles that on top of the $4 trillion in treasuries that it already owns, should these massive amounts not mean lower prices and higher yields for the agencies that are getting dumped, and higher prices and lower yields for the T-bills that the Fed will be buying?